Click on the Weather Now link. Clouds kind of stubborn today, obviously. Temperatures were cooler, humidity a lot lower, and some of the light showers we had this morning have moved offshore. So we're back to dry and comfortable weather, and eventually we'll get rid of some of this cloudiness this evening and during the overnight hours. Let's take a look at, first the high temps today, reaching the upper 70s. Of course, the limited sun responsible for some of the cooler temps. And looks pretty comfortable for tonight. You really notice the humidity has dropped off, and that almost autumn-like air, very dry conditions, and cooler air will continue this evening and right on through the upcoming weekend. Take a look at, a threat tracker. Good news. Nothing really high impact or significant on the way now through the weekend as far as storms or precipitation or thunder. So good news there. Satellite and radar composite. I mean, every now and then we had some breaks of partial sun this afternoon, but still holding on to mainly cloudy skies. But the trend will be for the clouds to move offshore. We'll see some clearing this evening. Your Friday night plans are fine. It's comfortable. Leave the umbrella at home. Not anticipating any precip. Here's the wider view, and you can see the showers offshore associated with a cold front that's offshore, but still looking at a good deal of cloudiness at this hour. We're taping this as of 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Also watching with some interest, this is the National Hurricane Center, this area of disturbed weather over the Bahamas for possible tropical storm development. Anything in this area that looks suspicious, we always need to keep an eye on, really, for the entire East Coast. I mean, I remember back in 1991, Hurricane Bob, which was our last hurricane to make a direct hit here, developed in this same area near the Bahamas. We're not saying that we're getting a hurricane from this. Any development we're thinking is more than likely going to stay offshore, but certainly something that we'll watch closely. In the meantime, closer to home, cold front that is now offshore. This is really the leading edge of drier air. Canadian high pressure is dropping out of Canada and the Great Lakes, and ahead of it, you get a dry north and northeasterly flow of air, bringing in cooler temperatures and dry air. So, kind of a fallish feel. And now we're not talking sweaters, but in terms of the humidity, it's going to be much lower now through the weekend. And the temperatures, considering how warm it's been this summer, will be noticeably cooler as well. Look at the dew points as of 4 o'clock. All that darker green has now moved offshore, and we've got dry, comfortable conditions. Forecast starts off at 7 o'clock this evening. We're in the 70s, but watch that clearing take place by 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night. Here we are, 7 in the morning, starting off in the low 60s. It is just an ultra-comfortable, nice day. What's this, 10 o'clock in the morning, we're in the 70s. Mid to upper 70s tomorrow afternoon with some sunshine. And then Saturday evening and Saturday night, we're looking good as well, very comfortable. Right now, leaning towards Saturday being the brighter day. We're going to throw in some extra clouds on Sunday. And we'll take into Saturday night. This is now 11 o'clock Saturday night. We're still looking pretty good. So for this evening, clouds decreasing and temperatures drop by 11 o'clock to the upper 60s to around 70. And a beautiful start to the day on your Saturday morning, sunny, dry, and comfortable. Temperatures starting off in the upper 60s on a light north wind turning northeast. And then during the afternoon, real nice sunny skies, just a few fair weather clouds. Mid and upper 70s should do it for high temperatures. So leaning towards Saturday as being the brighter day. We're going to throw in some extra clouds on Sunday, cooler, breezy. Even the chance of a few sprinkles. I don't want to give the impression that Sunday is a stormy day or a washout or a rain day, but I wouldn't rule out a couple of sprinkles as more of an east-northeasterly wind starts to strengthen, and that may bring in some moisture off the ocean. So Sunday's not a storm day, but at this point we don't think it's as bright as what we'll have on Saturday. So that's the latest Weather Now update. Thanks for logging in, and we'll talk to you soon.